play is not wasted time for children. That there are all these things that children learn in play and that cannot be taught. They could really only be learned in play. They're learned in experience, and for children, experience comes from play. How to get along with other kids. That's probably the most important thing any of us has to learn, is how to get along with peers. How do you, in a social situation, get your needs met while making sure that the other people involved are getting their needs met? First of all, the word play is a word that we use in a lot of different ways. So what play means to me and most play researchers is it's an activity that is defined by the confluence of 4 different characteristics. So one characteristic is that it's self-chosen and self-directed. And I really emphasize that because, you know, we talk about our kids playing baseball or soccer when it's not self-chosen, and it may, even if it's self-chosen, it's not self-directed. So I don't consider that adult-directed activities to be play. Play is activity that children are choosing for themselves and directing themselves. It's really how children learn to create their own activities, how children learn to direct their own activities. The second characteristic of play is that it's intrinsically reinforcing, it's intrinsically motivating. You're doing it just because you want to do it. You're not doing it to get a trophy, you're not doing it to get praise from your parents or a teacher, you're not doing it for grades, you're not doing it to improve your resume, you're just doing it because you want to do it. And play is how children explore and learn what they like to do. It's how they develop their passions, their interests, and those who are lucky maybe go on and pursue careers at what they enjoy doing as children in play. So the third characteristic of play is, seems a little counterintuitive to many people, and that's that it is always structured. We talk about unstructured play, but there's no such thing as unstructured play. It's always structured, and it's structured by the child or the children themselves if there's a group playing together. So play is really, it's not random, it's freely chosen, but it's not random activity. The children entering into play are putting themselves into a defined activity that they have in mind, and they're structuring their behavior in accordance with a set of rules which may be implicit or may be explicit. So play, the structure of play and the creation of rules about play is how children learn to create and abide by socially agreed upon rules. And the fourth characteristic of play is that there's always an element of imagination. Some play is more imaginative than others, but all play involves some kind of stepping out of the real world. You're in this pretend world. It's a play castle you're making if you're building a castle. If you're little children playing, you know, goblins or witches or Wonder Woman or whatever it is, you're pretending to be somebody that you normally aren't, and you're following out that role. The most important material, if you will, for play for any kid is kids to play with. You know, some people might like to think that kids are naturally attracted to the great outdoors, but that's sort of a cultivated interest. Kids are naturally attracted to other kids, and the most important stimulant for play is other kids to play with. As long as there's something there, they'll find something. That you don't have to have elaborate toys, you just have to have space and opportunity. Everybody's concerned about learning, they're not concerned about happiness. So now I've learned to say that because children learn so much in play, they can't learn in any other way. Things that can't be taught, they learn in play. That automatically invites at least another question. Oh, what do they learn? And then I get to talk about the value of play. And then I can slip in, oh, and by the way, it also makes children happy, you know, as an incidental side benefit.